guys. Welcome back to the InnovEU podcast. This episode has some interesting chronicles. First, we'll be talking with Polina Stavrou from Centerdot. This is a Cyprus-based company, and they deal essentially with social and creative projects. I think you'll find it interesting. And then we will talk with Annalisa Trono. She represents an Italian NGO called Iris. I love the name. Which focuses very much on training programs, and their experience is also interesting to listen to. And we'll close the episode with an analysis of an open call expanding academia enterprise collaborations. I'm sure you've heard about academia enterprise collaborations for decades, as I had. So I think that this call is interesting. Hope you like it, and thank you. Good morning. Welcome back, everyone, to InnovEU. Thank you for being here. Today, we have this special opportunity to talk with Polina Stavrou. Sorry, I always do this. She works with Centerdot, and that is in Cyprus. So you are actually, now I'm thinking out loud, I'm in the western end of the European Union. You are in the eastern end of the European Union, more or
Eastern
less,
end
right?
of the European Union, yes. It's in the Mediterranean, and it is lovely weather and lovely people, very hospitable and very cultural. So, Fernando, thank you for having me in this very interesting discussion. And I'm very glad that we finally meet each other.
Yeah, me too. Thank you for being here. So please tell us a little bit about your organization and your experience with the EU-funded projects, please.
Okay, well, Centerdot has been established 2 years and a half from a group of people from various ages and different backgrounds, with the aim to empower people and empower communities, especially in rural areas of Cyprus, but also, as you very well know, inside the European Union funding programs, you may affect and impact other organizations, other people, other communities across Europe. So we had this this passion to contact people and share with them our view and our idea of the next generation, the next future. So we established Centerdot just to give ourselves and to the rest of the people the voice and the step. What do? We have ideas. We try to find people that they share common ideas about more socially oriented subjects. And then we write this idea in a more structured way. We give it to the proper funding programs, we submit it there, and we wait. So after we get the funding, we do our ideas and we put them in practice. So this is how we started. But we do not do only this, we also provide consulting to a lot of people, communities, and organizations about how they can get funded by national schemes, by national funding programs. Maybe about entrepreneurial schemes, maybe about how to promote cultural heritage in their areas, and how to develop their communities more. And the third department, is about providing seminars and trainings to pupils, to students, to their parents about more soft skills, mindfulness, or how to increase and empower their confidence. So more or less are these what we are doing.
So you've been working essentially in the social area and training. Can you give us a specific example, maybe your favorite project, if you have a favorite project in these 2 years?
What I usually say, Fernando, is projects are like my children. So I love them a lot, and I can find a uniqueness each one of them. So if I have to say something about a socially oriented project, I will spot an intergenerational dialogue project. What was about? We select people from a community from different ages with specific criteria and gender, their marital status, their background, their educational background, etc. And we design especially questionnaire about their thoughts, their beliefs, maybe their conditions of working, and the living conditions. So we have them interviewed by young people, and they were asked about different things in their generation. So we collect these ideas, these thoughts, these experiences, because it is all about experiences. And we analyze them and we video record them.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting to see how people react in front of a camera, in front of questioning, or in front of other generation interviewer. So the outcome was fantastic. We organized a very nice event in this community to show the videos of the testimonies of these people. And they were all there. And they had also the eager to continue projecting, to asking things about how we did it, how we can develop it more, and how these interviews affected their moment in the specific moment they were answering. We put them to think and select few things about their lives. So it was a very emotional project. We had the chance to get into deep with the people. So this was a very good benefit for us as a project partners.
I see it was emotional. I can understand why. I have a different question, looking at it from a different angle. You are relatively new to this process. What is your impression, your feeling about this process of applying to EU-funded projects and having low success rates and all that?
Yes, we can talk a lot about this. Yes. I have been working more than 15 years in project writing and implementing from different angles. So I have a broad idea how to spot an idea, write it, and provide it, and then implement it. Things are getting more complicated and more restricted. So at one point, we have the idea, but the funding rules are restricting our ideas because of their rules. If we want to have a training, I need to follow specific guidelines. And this sometimes stop the creativity of the organizer and of the trainer and the audience as well. So it has to be specific hours of the day, a specific duration, specific activities. So for me, the programs must to be more flexible to the designer and the implementer of a project in order to be more near to the needs of the market, to the needs of the audience and the training center. This is
Now
my
you're
idea.
already answering one of my favorite questions. I like to ask people what would they change in this process if they could, and you're already answering that question. You would like greater flexibility in the design of just training, just the training actions, or more than that?
Not only in training, but also in the research area as well. But I want to raise another issue now, to be
Sure.
changed or to be more developed. We need to be in contact with a more interested people and partners, because a lot of partners are communicate to each other all the time, the same partnerships, and this does not allow interactivity between the countries, the organizations, and the people. So there is an idea that money goes to the same organizations for the same purpose. So I really want to change this idea because it has a reality here, but we need to change it. So if there is a way to network or contact more with different partners, this will be much better for
That's
organizations from small countries.
Yeah, I see your point. That's in part the idea of this podcast is to help people get in touch with each other by raising their profiles online. So we'll have your contacts on the podcast notes, and people can get in touch with you for new projects. Namely, you've been working mostly with Erasmus and Creative Europe. Is that correct?
Yes, we do work in these two, but also in the youth sector, in youth initiatives. And we do collaborate, and we are very happy about this, with some universities and museums, NGOs, youth organizations. And we always select partners that they are very, very complementary to each other and very focused to what we need. If I have to give an advice to newcomers or to people that they write applications, the first thing that they need to clarify is the selection of their partnership. And partners needs to be very focused to the idea. And I remember a project that we did last year with a community. They were very happy that they had the opportunity to discuss with the university academics, let's say. They were very proud about hosting academics in their areas and have the interaction, because they think that academics are people that they speak a language that they cannot understand. You understand what I mean? So yes,
I do.
we are, yes, so Erasmus Plus and Creative Europe, they can bring people together.
Well, tell me if you agree with me on this. My view is that the really strong point of these European funded projects is that when you build a partnership, you can actually build a group of complementary partners that if I building a project with which will require, for instance, some technology I don't at all control, I can get a partner who is very much experienced or is an expert in that area. And so in the end, the partnership that implements the project has all the required skills. And in my view, that's the strongest point of these projects. They allow you to build very complementary
Yes,
partnerships. What's your experience
yes,
in this area?
but not only this, we need to select partners that they can implement and the results, of course, and create impact. If you are selecting a technical organization to do, let's say, platform, but they cannot attract the target audience or the end users to the events or use the results, there is no need to select them. So if you are in the position to select, you have to give some criteria to them. If they have the skills, of course, this is the first. And if they have a direct connection with your target audience, if they have it, ask them what are the channels they use to attract and bind people to this to the implementation and use of the tools, because a lot of products and a lot of projects, we say we put it in the fridge or we put it in the drawer. So it is very, very disappointing to see that when a project is ending, the idea is ending and the results are just there without anybody use them. And this is another thing that we have to change in the programs, in the funding
I would
programs.
say, I don't know if you agree with me, but I would say that's the weakest point in this project. We've been doing this for a long time, and nobody came up with a good way to make sure the results of the projects are somehow useful in the future, or used in the future.
Yes.
So many times these projects are they are active and useful for a period of time, but when they close, it's gone. That's somehow the weak point in my view. But
And
go on, go on.
And another problem that I can spot is a lot of organizations do not have the time to understand the funding rules and implement all the bureaucratic or the managerial requirements. So we try to help them as Center Dot. What we do, we go and we inform them about the opportunity to enter in an Erasmus or Credit Euro program. And when they ask us, we don't have the capacity to do it or we don't know how to do it, we tell them that we can support them. So a lot of organizations that they want to be here with us, we help them, we support them, and at the end, they get very empowered by including them or by participating at least in half of the project. They are more than experts than us. So I believe that we have to be open to small or even attract, not only to the big that they have the capacity to use the results like departments in state departments or other social partners, but also these small organizations.
Yeah, the example you gave earlier about that project where people wanted to go on recording videos and using them, that's the kind of project that, let's say, sticks, that stays for the future. That's money
Yes.
well spent because it will last in the future.
Yes, and it is very, very strange because it was a very, very small in relation to budget project, but the result was visual. So we still have the website with the videos, with the translations, so everybody can understand it, and it is an archive for them and about their testimonies and their participation in the project. So it doesn't matter if it's a big or a small project, we give value to every single thing that we do. And
Hmm.
I really believe this. It is not about the money, but it is the energy you put in these projects. That's why you need to have a very good coordinators that they empower people that participate in project team.
Now, from your experience, I'll say from my experience that the coordinator is extremely important. But bad coordinators with good projects, the result is good. Good coordinators with not so good projects, the result is. What's your experience?
Yeah. Well, I have both experiences with coordinators that they are very strict and they're very effective. And the timeline it is fixed to the Gantt chart and everything is doing well. And I have been working with coordinators that they are more flexible, so I feel more flexible as well to postpone my deliverables for a few weeks. But I don't feel secure with these coordinators. So I feel more secure if the coordinator is strict with the deadlines, but very, I mean, in a polite way, of course.
Sure, sure.
And and things has to be done in time. And if you have this schedule, you need to follow it. There is nothing that you cannot do it because a lot of times we discuss and we say, we don't have time to develop a module in 1 month time. Yes, you have. uh, Sometimes if you have very straight deadlines, you are more effective. You do have your priorities done better, and the result is more targeted. You avoid any things that are not very important.
Mhm. I see your point. Well, we've been talking about your experience in the past and the present. We should talk about the future before we close. What are your plans for the future, your wishes? What would you like to do in the near future?
Okay, we are very open in Center Dot to new collaborations, to new programs. So another program that we want to touch is the Interreg program. It's about developing the premises or the areas in different countries. So bigger budgets, but bigger projects that they are very feasible if you want to build something, if you want to create some natural trails. So there are a lot of things that you can do. And by experience, we will manage to do this. Also, we want to have our own big training center that might be interviewing people there, hosting people as well, providing premises, a place to read or relax or communicate with others. Because we spot a gap in the communities in Cyprus, at least, that there are not a lot of places that senior people can go and do some activities or interact, at least interact with others. So there is a potential to have this place and accommodate people and provide them activities that they can keep them alive in
Mhm.
mentally and physically.
Sure. I didn't ask you this. Now I remember. Where are you based in Cyprus?
We are basing in Nicosia, is the capital of Cyprus, but in a rural area of Nicosia, around 30 kilometers outside, in a local community. And this was a it was a choice of our organization to be based in a community outside of the city center, exactly to give the potential and the opportunity to people to access training, education, and our activities. And we believe so.
Okay, Polina, thank you very much for this time you spent with us. It was a pleasure to talk to you. Do you have any final message you want to leave to the world that will change the world for
Well,
the better?
yeah, for the first thing that we need is to hear our inner voice, ourselves. So if we want to change things, it's not an easy thing. The only person that we can change is ourselves. So starting from ourselves, we can put our targets, our small targets, and then our future targets. So everybody has to be happy and content with themselves. And then things will follow, and be creative. This is also my motto.
Okay, that was the best way to end. Thank you very much, Polina. I hope to see you soon. I hope everybody will enjoy. And I repeat, your contacts will be in the podcast notes so anyone can get in touch with you for future collaborations. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Fernando. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back to InnovEU. Thank you, Annalisa Trono, for being with us. So I hope you are starting the week with all your energy as usual. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and your institution. Where are you based? What you do? That kind of things.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Nice to talk with you, and nice to give my experience for all the people that needs. I'm Annalisa Trono. I'm a psychology, and I work too in crime and training area. I'm a director of IRIS training organization, and we are based in Puglia region, in province of Lecce. Our base official is Copertino and Leverano. We have two big office. What we do? We are a training center accredited from our Puglia regional government and from Italian government. And we work on so many sector since 2004 to give and to offer our support to all people that need this support. What is this support? We work on so many European projects from European Commission and from Puglia region government on inclusion. For example, we develop some project of inclusion of disabled people with the special laboratory, with special support with psychology and the social service. We develop a project for immigration, for people that need the support in their integration step to find a house, to find social service for their integration, and in the same time Italian certificate to have their permission to live in Italy. What we do, we develop a project, training project in agriculture area to develop agriculture system on the base of the new needs of European regulation, and we work on so many type of project in health area.
So you've been working with all that kind of projects since 2004. That's a lot of time.
Yes.
And in those years, can you think of a favorite project, one that left some kind of
favorite
memory
project? Each project, when born, is like a girl, is like a daughter, is like a son. So each project is a favorite, because when we write project and we want to have our results, we work every day for our aim. Okay, so we haven't one favorite project. All our projects are favorite, because our results are not results of one project, but are results of people. Okay.
You work with people, mostly.
Yes, we work with the people. So if I develop some project where we offer psychology support, for me is one result, important results, the human answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, when the people understand that they can have free, without pay any penny, support from one expert, a psychology expert, this is my results. Okay, so each project is a favorite project, of course. This is Fernando, you know, this is a job when we work with the people, that we must give the best always, because our counterpart are people that need our support. So we have to offer this.
How did the pandemic affect your activity, if it did?
Yes, the pandemic effect was a strong effect. Why? Because of course all the people live in panic period. Okay, and we started to work very fast, because in March we was with all the world closed, and in May we start again to work, just 2 months. We started to work online, we started to work with our project, but like you know, because it's in all the world, now after 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, we have some effect. The people is afraid to do something. The people need special support to start again. Okay, of course, the crisis, the world crisis in every area was strong and give a very big impact Okay, so now we restart again. But for example, we have a little bit block about hosting in mobility area. Because, for example, Iris, before COVID, we host a lot students from all Europe to do their...
Give me some global figure. You say a lot, how many?
I
more
not
or less.
understand, sorry, I not understand.
When you say you hosted a lot of students,
I talk about 200, 300 students every year.
that's
We and we work a lot with the Turkish country, with German, Spain, Netherlands, and now we are starting again to host students from other country for their placement, for their training. Yeah.
So can you say that your activity is back to normal? And what projects are you doing nowadays?
In this period, we are doing one project. The name of this project is Cambio Rotta. I change way. Is one project paid from region Puglia region government, and is one project for inclusion of people, disabled people, unemployed people, and the people that need to have a new integration after COVID. So in this project, we develop a lot of laboratory, English language laboratory, informatic laboratory, art therapy laboratory, and self-defense for women, like awareness to violence. Okay, so we develop this project. Now, next month, we will close this project. One other important project that we are developing now are we have 4 courses on nurturing. So we have 75 participants in nurturing area. You can know that there are courses on 1,000 hours each one. Okay, of courses with experience in hospital, in a public hospital, and in private care center. Okay, we are developing now one project when the name is Renaissance, and is one project that want include and involve the people that lost job to the new startup for new enterprise. Okay, so we support them for the new startup, social startup. In this period too, we are organizing so many courses. I print just now. We have 48 courses in so many areas. Yes, all these for unemployed people and for people that receive support from Italian government, economic support. So they must do some training to entry in again in the labor market.
Sure. So you've been working with, for what you told me, with the SERF program, the Erasmus Plus. For the future, what would you like to develop in the near future? What would you like to do? What's your aspiration?
In our future, I want to come back again in the first line for European projects, because I had worked a lot with European projects, and I think that is real important, the integration between organization and the exchange best practice to develop European project, because yes, is a real important at the local level, of course. But when we go and we develop a European project, is the best, because we can exchange experience. We can learn day by day from our partner, from our international partner. So if I can increase and have more experience, I can put this new experience in my local level. So
You have answered my next question, or at least partially, because I was going to ask you, do you think that the European level projects with partnerships from multiple
this is the best
are important, or could they be replaced with
no, it's very
local
important.
government programs?
It's very important to work in the both level, local level, but is a real important European level, because we can learn more day by day, and we can take from our international partner, and we can give in the same time, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Annalisa, final words. Do you have any message you want to leave in the end?
What can I say? The message: please learn, please.
I think that's great.
Learn day by day and always. And we have to learn and to give. Always talk, never stop.
You couldn't give a better final message. I think that's the perfect ending for this interview. Thank you very much for your time, Annalisa.
Thank you to you.
I will make sure that your contacts are in the podcast notes, so anyone interested can get in touch with Iris and Annalisa Trono. Thank you very much for your time, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you to you, and have a good job, a good day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Welcome to the InnovEU podcast. Today we're excited to bring you an amazing opportunity from Horizon Europe, the Expanding Academia Enterprise Collaborations Call. Are you ready to expand your horizons and drive innovation? This call is all about bridging the gap between research and market applications, fostering robust European innovation ecosystems. The Expanding Academia Enterprise Collaborations Call is a coordination and support action designed to enhance cross-border and inter-regional collaboration. Whether you're from a university, research institution, or an innovative enterprise, this is your chance to shine. Here are the key details you need to know. The deadline for submission is September 19th, 2024, at 1700 Brussels local time. The total indicative budget is 3.5 million euros, with an expected EU contribution of around 500,000 euros per project. Project duration is typically 24 to 36 months. We're looking for diverse and inclusive teams. Projects should promote gender equality and inclusiveness, enhancing the innovation ecosystem across different regions of Europe. Submitting your proposal is straightforward. Ensure you meet the eligibility requirements, at least 3 independent entities from 3 different member states or associated countries. And don't forget, 1 entity must be from a moderate or emerging innovator region and 1 from a strong or innovation leader region. Mark your calendars. Don't miss the deadline on September 19, 2024. Prepare your documents, demonstrate your financial and operational capacity, and make sure your proposal is complete and compelling. Join the ranks of successful innovators who have transformed their ideas into impactful projects with Horizon Europe. This is your opportunity to make a difference and contribute to a more interconnected and innovative Europe. Ready to take the leap? Visit our website for more information and start your journey towards innovation today. InnovEU podcast, bringing you the latest from Horizon Europe, connecting ideas, creating futures.
InnovEU, the EU Project Chronicles, is a weekly video podcast. Please subscribe to the Polixdocs newsletter to receive every podcast episode. And if you like receiving it, please press like in whatever platform you are watching or listening. Also, please share InnovEU and Polixdocs with anyone you feel will enjoy it.
Credits, author and host Fernando C. Gaspar, music Hugo Gaspar, Lisbon, Portugal, 2024. Reach us by email or DM.